took so long trying to liberate Wanderlust Estate. There's a bit of a awkward goodbye with Babette, who I don't know if he proclaimed them to be his enemies, but has grown very suspicious of everyone now and exasperated that everybody is leaving right after his moment of glory. You then travelled east to the sea south of the Pole, travelled up, and you met Gudam, the potion seller, who sold you all kinds of different little potions that, well, they all have interesting effects. I think Greta's one gave her dwarven fortitude or dwarven dexterity or something like that, which was a very nice boon. And I think Gilfilster became more sleek, so she now has a swimming speed. You then travelled to the north of the Pearl, where you landed at Limpet Dock, where you dropped off the questionable chest. Don't know what was in it. Well, it's lots of actually, you looked in it. There was a lot of what seemed to be magical rocks and idols, but you're like, we'll just give this to everybody. Rule went in, dropped it off, and was given a list of bounties, one of which Babette was, who's on the list. Then you travelled down to the Bardray Inn, which I don't know if anyone got that pun when we were playing, but certainly no one had a reaction. Where you came across a figure that Patra was hunting for, Coca Shell. There were a bit of hijinks where she went below deck. Greta did a lot of knocking on doors where she promised people breakfast but never came. Patra tried to ingratiate herself by pretending that Greta was abusing her. So we're going to see how that plays out in the morning when you're returning to deck. So I'll move you back over to the Bardray Inn. Don't even get it, the Bardray Inn.
The barge, right?
Yeah.
People
Someone
who
who
build
makes
barges. Yeah.
You're barging right in.
Kieran, that's so good. I just got it.
Oh,
I actually love that. I'm sad I didn't get it sooner.
I just thought it wasn't very funny.
No, it's brilliant. I think I might just barge right in.
Exactly.
Anya rolled her eyes, but she loves it really.
So it would have been a long rest, which everyone can take. Firstly, I'd say, is anyone up before 8 a.m.?
When did we go to sleep?
Yeah, probably.
About 2, I think.
I think I did go to sleep.
No,
Oh yeah, you didn't go to sleep, so you take a point of exhaustion.
Yeah, put it on.
How long would have Greta been waiting in her room then?
Probably till breakfast, I guess.
Well, what time? Well, so this is why I'm asking this, because it was about 8 a.m. when Sheldon and Patra left to go back up to the table. So I'm trying to ascertain who would already be outside when they emerged, because it's quite important.
Probably Greta would be.
Yeah, Gilfie would be as well.
Would they be sitting at the table with Seraphina and Coburn?
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably.
probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ro would be too, I think.
Okay. Would they be discussing anything before Patra emerges with Sheldon?
I think Rill would ask Seraphina about how can he be useful at the library, and what's the plan for today with the library? What's the plan for the library in general? Because they need to sort Gilfie's stuff first.
Well, there would be so the glass tower is quite an extensive tower that is You've got many, many layers. It is. There are some defunct layers that she would have an idea where they are, but she needs help searching for them because it's like the mythology and history layer is pretty dense. She thinks it'd be a good idea for everyone to come because you never know with Firebrand what kind of turmoil you might get into.
Yeah.
So she would say that there's books that have been magical that she's come across in her time, and she doesn't want to stumble on anything weird without backup. That's part of the reason that she asked people to come with her.
Okay.
But yeah, other than that, she would explain quite a few things about the Glass Tower, which I will tell you quickly some of the minor things, but I'll tell you more as you go there. So the Glass Tower, seat of Imperial Majesty, which is mostly intact after the Sundering. It houses both Imperial records and those of the Pelagic Union. It's considered one of the predominant houses of learning in the whole of the Vale. One weird thing she would tell you that you might never have heard of is there's human and elven facsimiles built from wood and enchanted who serve as like information repositories, and they can basically tell you anything about the library pre-Sundering.
Well, that's ridiculously cool. Okay.
But they don't ever keep up with anything modern because they don't seem programmed to, you know.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Understood.
What about Gilfie and Greta?
Gilfie would probably just be asking Greta how Hansel is with the injury and such.
Yeah, she'd probably just say he was fine. She's probably like a bit tired and struggling to keep her eyes open. But she probably just eats a load of food to make herself feel better.
No. Other than that, just sort of briefly mentioning the package and what a job is to Greta.
Yeah.
I would say anyone who thinks they might know anything about the vault, the Pearlescent Vault, where the package is being kept, you can roll a history check.
Don't think Greta would.
Yeah, I'm not sure Will would really.
There are one or two things Seraphine might tell you that are over here, but nothing too in depth. So probably no. It might just be conjecture, but the Pearl is one of the most secure buildings in the whole of the Vale, the Pearlescent Vault. It guards the treasures of the Pelagic Union, foreign governments, the Gilded Concord, which is like the band of guilds and aristocrats. Yeah, that's about it you get from that. It's meant to be one of the most secure places in the whole of the world. Let's just put it like that.
Yeah, so the package is probably quite important. If you get it.
Sure, we can head there. ASAP.
Yeah, that's probably about all she'd be talking about.
Okay. So when we come to the important part, Hepatra.
Yeah.
You would emerge with Sheldon from below deck.
Oh god, okay.
Seeing as he's sort of ushering you out of the room. I'll put you on. As you sort of get to the doors which lead up to the main deck, he'd be like, "So you're gonna come sit with me and the lads, or you got your own business?"
That would be amazing, please, Sheldon. Thank you. I don't know if I want to see that woman again. And the crazy dog.
Oh yeah, it did look a bit flea-bitten and mangy.
I'm just going to avoid her if you guys don't mind, of course.
Well, of course not. Well, I'll introduce you to Colker and the other two lads. They're both nice enough anyway.
Oh, thank you. It means a lot to me that you are going to introduce me to your friends. I don't know where I'm going with this.
So you'd emerge out, everyone. You'd see Sheldon, they wouldn't know his name. He would like glare over at your table and see Greta and like shake his head. And then Hepatra, would you follow him to sit next to it?
She would. Tom, how would you describe the look on my...
Terrified, unsure,
And then just fucking go with it. And then...
and then a glare of understanding towards the table.
Gilford would wave at you, Patra.
Hepatra would give like a very frightened wave back and like look around at Sheldon and be like, Gilfy, she means well, but she doesn't know what Greta can be like.
I think Greta probably, as Gilfy would have waved, would have given her a big thumbs up.
Sheldon's just going to do an insight check. So is she a lover, your friend, something like that?
Something like that. I haven't known her very long, but I sense she can be quite volatile.
What about the before you sit down, he's like, what about the rest of them?
The rest of them are good people. I just worry about what will happen to them if they fall in with the wrong crowd, if you get me.
Right, well, you're in with the right crowd now, as you approach the table.
She'd like put a hand on somebody like, oh, I can't thank you enough. It means so much to me.
As you sit down, you see this huge turtle sitting back with this big cigar in his face and captain hat on his face. And Sheldon's like, this is my brother, Tortellini, as well as my uncle, Peter. And this, of course, is the boss, Colker, Colker Shell. And Colker, like, nods to Sheldon, he's like, pleased to meet you, and, like, raises his hand over to you, Hepatra.
Kieran, please, what was the third turtle called?
Peter.
Amazing. Incredible. Tortellini. Oh my fucking god.
God.
I think I'm gonna have a stroke. She'd like sort of bow her head and like look very bashful at Colker. Like, my name is Hepatra ap Thalasis. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
He's like, oh, what flaccid conclave.
Yes, that's me. I studied there for a long time.
All right, what part of the world are you from?
You know I can't remember that.
Sort of like near Bilgewater.
Yes, I'm from near Bilgewater.
Boy, you stayed at Sheldon last night, then? And the other guy's like, woo. And then Sheldon's like, no.
No, it wasn't like that. I got somebody tried to hurt me, and Sheldon took care of me.
Oh, that's very nice of you, Sheldon. And Sheldon's like, oh, guys. And he looks over and he's like, is anything to that goblin girl? She came challenging me for a fight last night, about 3 a.m. It's not very neighbourly, is it?
Yes, that sounds like her.
And Sheldon's like, yes, Hepatra here said that she was abusing her. And he's like, yeah, right. And the dog.
Trying to like summon up tears, like,
Do a deception check then.
Not bad.
Okay, that's cool. You just do, yeah. Don't cry. We can sort out your issues. You promised me a fight. Maybe you'd like to see you get smacked around a bit, yeah?
I don't know about that. I have a strong aversion to violence. I just want her to leave me alone.
Just can do a quick insight check then.
Oh god.
He looks you up and down. So, said you from the conclave, yeah?
I left a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I saw how you move. Very graceful.
Thank you. I've done many years of training. I was there since I was only about 10.
Right. And you say it's just the one near Bilgewater, yeah?
Yes, that's the one.
Right. Well, the thing is, I know those ladies down there, they're all pretty well trained from what I know. And the boss is like, the other's like, yeah, boss, you know what she said? I was like, he's like, yeah, that's what she said. But, you know, see in person. So why do you need us to help you sort that one out? If you're moving so graceful and like...
My mentor taught me not to ever get into a fight if I don't have to. I just... Can I be honest with you?
Well, go right ahead. We're being honest with you. I'm sure Sheldon tells you all about the many people we've killed all across the Shad Lake, so...
He didn't really tell me anything.
Oh, I said a bit.
Yes, but it's not like you gave away any company secrets or anything. No, I'll be honest with you. I don't like fighting. I got sent to the Thalassic Conclave by my parents in an effort to kind of toughen me up, but I think they really gave me the wrong mentor for that.
From what I've heard, that Conclave is the only one to treat, well, one of the only ones to teach martial arts to their... I mean, I shouldn't really be saying so much about it, really, should I? I'm not an expert, am I, boys? And they're like, ooh.
I mean, it's not a secret. They do
I
train
know.
well, but as far as I'm concerned, I've taken enough hits over the course of my life, and I don't want to unnecessarily get any more. If somebody tries to fight me, I just turn the other cheek.
So what you're trying to say is, you want us to smack down that one over there, and he points at Greta.
Thing is, I happen to know she's actually like a pretty well regarded fighter, and I don't know if it's a good idea. I wouldn't want you guys to get hurt. Not that I think you would, of course.
We wouldn't get hurt. He stands up.
Oh,
He's like, will we get hurt, boys? And they're like, nah. And they like sort of stand up as well. And then
really, there's no need to make a fuss. It's just a lover's tiff.
the persuasion.
Persuasion. Oh god.
You see Kolka stand up. He's like, right, you think she can beat me, do you? Well, we're not having that, are we, boys? And they're like, nah.
No, I don't think she could beat you. I just don't want you to come to any harm at all. You know, any minor injury is a risk of infection, etc.
He walks round to the back of Greta, taps her on the shoulder.
What?
Patra is looking over at her like, oh my fucking god, I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's you. I'm not ready for a fight yet. I've barely finished breakfast.
He just like shoves you in the back. Think you're tough shit beating up a lady, do you?
I ain't beating up no one. I said I'm not ready for a fight yet.
I don't care if you're ready. We're doing it now.
All right, and she's going to turn around and punch him in the face.
Okay, do a roll initiative.
At this point, Hipatra will be very loudly and demonstrably sobbing and be like,
No.
Okay. You can do yours first. That, as you turn to strike him, he sort of like shoulders and his shell blocks it.
Yeah, makes sense.
I'll just put intense. How is everyone else reacting?
I think Gilfie just jumps up, standing on her chair. If you want help, Gra, sort of just holds out a hand.
I don't need help against a fuckwad like this.
Okay, just if you do.
Yeah, Real. I think Real would just stand to his feet and kind of look around, just be like, "What's going on?"
From up here, you hear this turtle who you recognise as the owner. He's like, "Yeah, show him what's what, brother." And he will make 2 claw attacks against Greta.
First one hits, second one misses.
For 4 piercing damage. Back to Greta.
She's going to say, right, now you've done it. Bonus action rage.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to punch him twice. Recklessly. On both. 18 and a 22.
They both hit.
7 damage on each. 14 points of damage in total.
Yeah.
She's going to pump 2 lots of Fury and of the Small into that for an extra 6 damage as well.
Okay, that's nice and round.
I don't know why it rolls there, but it should just be.
Then he is gonna, make 2 more claw attacks as
with advantage.
he's like, oh yeah, thank you.
What happens with Hansel?
Yeah, he would start kicking off, so that's a good point. I should roll a d4. Plus 1 to that, right? Because it's the...
Yeah.
But she's telling him to she's not telling him to do anything yet. But we'll see. We'll see if he gets mad enough.
So, 6 points of piercing damage, and then another 5 points of piercing damage.
So 5 in total.
Yeah, and you can hear the turtles being like, "Yeah, Star Wars, what? Pick on that tiny woman." At the top of the round, I think it's greatest 10 still. Is anyone else reacting as Kolka is just punching down into Greta, and they seem to having like, I don't know, I can't imagine this like seated fight between them.
I think Gilfie just looks towards Hipatra and just sees Greta doing some good hits. Sits back now.
Okay, Greta.
2 more punches, both reckless. 24 and 19. 1 more Fury the Small into that. Spend all of them for today. So that's another 3 damage on top. So 7, 14, 17 points of damage.
Okay. And top of round, the boys get up. They sort of want to go watch. And Sheldon's like, "Come on, you're showing her what's what." As they sort of get there. And then he will do another 2 claw attacks.
With advantage.
Yeah. 18 and 20.
Both hit.
Uh, 12 points.
Did you roll Hansel's ferocity for the round?
Oh yeah, thank you, Tom. You're my reminder. Finish your 4. Boom. Rounds are going so quick, I forget. I should roll it again. Oh, it's only 2, so he doesn't actually quite go up to the threshold. It's on 9 though, so he definitely will next round. Same again from Greta.
Mm-hmm.
Another 14 points of damage.
Okay. He is gonna... Both looking not great. Yeah, he's just gonna make 2 more claw attacks, and he's like, "Fuck the trapper in your look!"
Yeah! Ooh, only 1 hit.
Yeah, top one. 6 points.
Same again from Greta.
Hansel first.
Oh yeah, Hansel. God, fuck me. Why is that? It's so easy to forget. I mean, he's definitely going over no matter what. So 3. So he's on 12. So I've got the rules up, but they're not fucking loading. It's so annoying. Do you have the rules up, Tom?
I can get them up real quick. Beast
I'm pretty sure it's animal handling check I have to make. Rampage. Make an animal handling check, no action required to stop the companion. So the DC is 5 plus the companion's ferocity, which is currently 12. So DC 17 animal handling check.
That sounds right. And at disadvantage because you're exhausted.
Oh, thank you. Yes, it fails. So Hansel does nearest creature and attack that creature with a signature attack, dealing extra damage equal to half their velocity if the attack hits. The caregiver rolls a die. On an odd number, the companion attacks an ally. On an even number, it attacks an enemy. So I rolled a d6. Odd me, even him. Odd me. Signature.
Damn it, Hans.
So is bite plus 6 to this.
And he has advantage because you're reckless.
Oh yeah, thank you.
All the rules lawyering.
Yes.
Yeah.
Plus 6. So 11. So half 2, 5.
Just see Sheldon. He's like, "Oh, stop it!" Oh!
Then he loses all the ferocity, right?
Yeah. That's
God,
a
you
one moment.
stupid mutt!
Oh wait,
Go
I
on.
didn't rules lawyer quite hard enough.
No, it's fine.
Because of Hansel's major neuralgia, he needs to roll a con save.
Oh yeah.
Oh god, yeah.
Getting warmed up for all the Pathfinder rules lawyering I'm going to do.
But he passed anyway.
Oh, okay, so there we go. He did do that.
Okay.
But then I still got my attacks, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Ba-bum.
Oh, there it is.
So that would be... Oh, how does that work? Does it just double it? Because it's a fixed value. The 14 I assume doesn't hit.
14 doesn't hit, no.
So what would the natural 20 do?
Wouldn't it double the dice? Is that how we normally do it?
It's not dice, so it's a fixed value.
What is the punch?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just plus your strength, isn't it? 1 plus your strength. What
Which bit do we normally double? Do you normally double the plus whatever on the end?
Oh, I guess the 1 is the dice, kind of sadly. Because you never double the modifier, do you? And the 4 is the modifier. So
we'll put it up to 2.
So 7 plus 2 is 9. 9 damage.
Cool.
Boom. And you get inspiration, right?
Yep, because of that 20.
Could I inspiration that second roll? Because it came.
You could indeed, yeah.
One more dice. Oh.
No.
Yeah, this time he parries it with his big shell. How's everyone reacting? They're just scrambling on these tables.
Yeah, I think Rill has just been a continuous thing of like, what is happening? Why are we fighting?
I'm not really sure. Gilfie's sort of like sat on the edge of the seat now. Like,
yeah,
so
awkwardly leaning away.
100% have gone like that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Pat was just like, please stop, please. Call.
Do a persuasion.
You have disadvantage on persuasion, Hepatra, because of your horrible
Oh yeah,
disfigurement.
your horrible injury.
You're welcome. Get rules lawyered.
Fuck your running Spelljammer, because I don't remember half this shit. Not Spelljammer.
Yeah, persuasion. Disadvantage.
Fuck me,
Try to
my
find
brain's tired.
So as you call over it, you just hear Kolka fight back. It's like, no, she's learning her lesson. And he's gonna make 2 more glory attacks.
Both hit, and they should be with advantage as well.
Count that's the first one then.
After 3. Hits. After 2.
Then they're like, you going, boss?
Oh god. To 5.
You can see other people in the bar just like, oh, what? But this guy up here is cheering on his brother, Greta.
Greta just shouts out. It's like, this is what you get when you mess with a champ, you stupid Sheldon. And she's going to take the dodge action though. But when she takes the dodge action, she's going to use her new feat to spend a hit die.
No.
Plus her con mod.
oh.
I hate how you can't take a short rest without it. Super annoying. Plus 1 to that, so 4 HP back.
It's his turn, so he'll do 2 more. It's just normal this time, right?
Disadvantage this time.
Oh yeah, because of...
Didn't wreck this.
Yeah, I think it's that. So this
16 hits.
That one was hit, but this one, he like swings for you, but I imagine Gilfie like lands on the table and you like go up on the bench and he just like hammers his hand into the splintered wood. It's like, oh! As this, you see this huge shard go through it.
Lol.
He takes 4 additional damage. And he's going to move out. It's like, I think the lesson! And move over here.
Oh, I'll take a opportunity attack.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, he parries it with his shell. He's like, and everyone's like, yeah, good job, boss, good job. She really learned her lesson there. And it's back to your turn, Greta.
Get back here, you coward! And it's funny because Cancer doesn't get the +1 now because he's not within 5 feet of him. Only 2 to this. She will do 2 reckless punches.
Okay. Ooh.
So 7 plus 9 is 16.
Yep.
With that, he said, "I said I was done!" And he pulls out this mace, which is crackling with lightning. He swings it at you.
Fucker. Hits. Misses.
Ooh.
So that's 6 damage.
So everyone else can see he's pulled out this huge mace. His boys don't seem to have reacted yet.
Yeah, Real will join the fight.
Yeah, I think Gilby's gonna, yeah.
Anyone joining in can roll initiative.
Fuck this shit. Whatever's going down.
We'll go after Greta.
Greta's going to pull out a fiery greatsword. She is going to go into a defensive stance, though, and dodge again, and spend another hit die.
Hipatra would just be like, "Stop! Stop! No! No more! No!"
Do a persuasion check, Hipatra, if you're saying that.
With disadvantage.
5 HP back.
Yeah, I know.
So, with that first persuasion check, you see Sheldon put away his sword, and Cole's like, "I'm trying to stop, but it's not letting me."
Disadvantage.
Oh, right.
It's with disadvantage because of her disfigurement.
That wouldn't happen then. They're just seeing him pull out the mace. They're like, "Oh, yeah."
It's go time.
Yeah. So, Greta's turn.
Don't know how many rounds of rage I've got left. I think like 3.
I think it's not many.
I think 3. I think it's been 6 rounds.
Didn't Greta just take her turn doing the dodge?
No, he pulled out his Oh shit! Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's not my turn. I was just wondering.
I didn't want to get involved in the boss's fight, and no one else has acted yet. Tortellini. Gonna move back there. And he's gonna react if Hansel does anything. And so will this other guy, Peter, as well.
Ooh.
We'll find out if Hansel bites Gilfy or Greta.
Real, it is your turn.
Yeah. Real wants to shoot the big boy.
Shit.
Well, because he said enough is enough, and then Greta went after him. But he's pulled out a mace when Greta hadn't. Yeah. He'd just call out and say, "If you're not gonna play fair," then he'll shoot. He'll take steady aim and shoot the guy. Which is pretty loud. Because it's a thunder-imbued shortbow.
Yeah, so it goes off in this massive bang at the back of the boat. Real, you'd see these people like, "Oh!" and they'd just like jump. These 2 Locathas would jump off the boat into the water.
It's good Locathan instincts right there. 12 total damage.
Greta will be like, "Hey, no interference! I got him!"
Filthy, it's your go.
He did pull out a mace though. Gilby's just gonna stand behind you, Greta, and do cure wounds.
Do your con save.
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
Nice.
Oh, is that enough to pass?
Yep, because you've got minor. Hansel's got major.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, just a little cure wounds on you then. sort of winces as she gets down from the chair. There you go.
Thanks.
Poopy roll. There you go. That's it.
You hear Cole. Wolves! And he's going to disengage, and he's like, tries to run up to there. Sheldon. So, It did. He do? He's like, stay away from Hepatra! And he moves over here and like guards her. And if anyone comes near Hepatra, he's gonna defend them. Coburn just looks around, he's like, is everything good? I can't tell.
Hepatra would just be really like, please stop it.
Persuasion, disadvantage again. See if Sheldon listens. He's like, you'll be safe. She won't get you. Greta, it's your turn.
Amazing. You didn't even count to 10. She's just gonna be like, yeah, you better run, you coward. That's what you get when you mess with Greta the Great. And don't forget the grime hammer. And she just kicks the stool over. And she's not going to go over after her.
These guys, they like protectively.
She would take she would take the dodge action, and spend another hit die, just in case he's like readying himself. Oh, nice! I actually rolled well on it this time.
Yeah, these two have taken up a defensive posture around Kolka as he's running away. Brill, it's your turn.
How much does Rill know about Hepatra's stuff?
I don't think she's really told us what she's doing.
He knows that for whatever reason she was upset when she saw Kolka.
Okay.
And he did see that woman rise out of the sea and say, you've got to find Kolka.
Yeah, and she's told us about the mentor and stuff as well. I don't think Greta knows, but...
Greta's got no fucking idea.
Yeah.
She just knows Hepatra wants to talk to him for some reason, but he came out with him in the morning, like, all chatty, so she assumes that she's done it, and then he wanted his fight, so...
Yeah. Rill shoots a look at Hepatra of just like questioning, like, what does she give him any kind of sign or signal?
Yeah, she'd be like, please stop hurting her friends.
If she says that to Rill?
No, just out loud.
Okay.
Whoever is listening can interpret that however they want.
Sheldon, we like, yeah, don't.
God, it'd be nice to have a better for detect thoughts right now.
Rill will aim at the guy, hold his action, and say, stay where you are, or I'll shoot you down. That's my turn.
Do an intimidation check. Pretty high.
Okay.
This guy's a professional coward.
Watch this, nat 20.
It's not nat 20. I can see it to the right of the 4, but...
Gilfy.
Gilfy is equally as confused. I think she just does a little flying jump up onto the table. and looks at Patra. Did you do what you were gonna do? I'm not really sure. That's it. That's
Is
it.
Patra actually allowed to answer?
Yeah, go ahead.
Things went a bit awry, Gilfie. I just wanted to talk to Coca, and now I've messed things up. Oh my god! Please stop.
Oh, okay. Should we just sit down at a table and have a chat then? I'm not really sure still.
Yeah, whatever it is, please, please.
Okay. Yeah, Gilfie just sits down on the table.
Okay. Runs up to the edge of the boat. So, "See you suckers!" And he jumps into the water. Sheldon is still guarding Hipatra. If anyone comes closer, he's going to attack. Greta, it's your turn.
Greta just stands up on the table and starts showboating, and she's like, "Who's next, bitches?"
And then these guys. They're going to throw their axes at disadvantage at Greta as she's dancing on the table, and then run off the boat. Yeah, run off the boat.
Rage drops, but she is still dodging. Oh wait, Hansel, because it's technically still in combat. Roll a con check.
13 and a 10.
Both miss. I need to see if Hansel does anything. Hold on. Does that pass his con save? 15?
It does.
So even.
You get your animal handling, though it is
animal
disadvantage.
handling, yeah. Oh, then that 20 was no, it's not.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, Gilfie, 3, 4, Greta. Sorry, Gilfie.
Getting bit. Maybe.
Yep.
Yep.
Plus 6 to this. 9 damage.
Ouch. Oh, ouch.
Yeah, he just like bites down into your wing, and then he's just like, just like shakes it slightly, and then he lets it go and is like,
Oh, what did I do to you, Hansel? Oh no, okay, no, I deserve it.
yeah, and he doesn't even like, he's like aggressive in one moment, and then he just rolls on his back submissively, and is like looking all like ashamed.
It's not time for belly rubs though.
Gonna end combat there. But Sheldon is still like guarding Hipatra.
Nobody wants to hurt Hipatra.
What about her?
I only hurt people who want to get hurt.
That's not what she said.
Ah!
She said you were beating her.
Sheldon, please, it was just a misunderstanding. Please, I just want to talk to Kolka, but he's gone now. Please, just don't hurt them anymore.
Greta just gets so caught up in the showboat, and she's like pointing at Sheldon. She's like, "What are you gonna do when the Grime Hammer runs wild on you, Sheldon?"
It's
Intimidation.
a bit unnecessary, don't you think?
She's just not listening. She's just showing off.
Hipatra do persuasion with disadvantage, and Greta do intimidation with just normal. Okay, so with that, Sheldon's like, and he's just like, "Boy, Hipatra!" and like runs for the edge of a boat and jumps in after where Kolka went off. And as you hear from over here, Karok's just like, "My brother, he'll be back." And then he like walks back to the bar.
Gilfie jumps down from the table, sort of like
Patra's just like
going in.
like wide-eyed and like, oh my god.
The Kolka guy got away, Petra. Didn't you want to talk to him still?
Yep. None of that
Mm.
quite went to plan, Gilfie.
I mean, it's probably getting quite far if you want to chase him now, but...
You heard that guy. He'll be back.
Greta just gives Hansel a light slap round the head and says, "Don't bite me, you stupid idiot!"
Yeah, or me. It did hurt a bit, Hansel, but yeah, just fair.
Guys, I'm so sorry. That didn't quite work out the way I planned.
What do you
No.
mean?
Um,
I thought you got what you wanted from him. You seemed like all chatty with him.
no, I was about to, but then the fight happened. And now I still don't know anything.
My bad. I challenged him to a fight last night, but it was mostly just to get out of, knocking on his door at 3 a.m.
It's fine. I probably should have just been straight up instead of pretending you beat me up.
I mean, I could beat you up for real if you want. Next time, to make it more convincing.
No, I'm okay. Thank you.
All right.
He's also worth 15,000 pearls.
That's what I was about to say, boy. That's what you were saying last night.
I was thinking that while I was sighting down the arrow at him, but not really what we're here to do. I
ain't in the business of bounty hunting yet.
Yeah.
Didn't you say a friend was also on there?
Yeah, Babette's on there. His bounty's cheap as hell compared to some of the other ones. Which is a good thing. Means less less high level powerful bounty hunters might look at his bounty twice.
Yeah, less incentive, I suppose. What are we gonna do today then? I'm not really sure which one's closer.
Well, are you okay, Petra?
Yeah, just a bit ashamed of myself.
Why?
Well, I told a stupid lie that could have got my friends really hurt just to try and get answers when I probably should have just done what you said and, asked him the question. Although I still don't think that he probably would have told me, but at least it wouldn't have meant you guys got hurt.
Don't be ashamed. You tried something and it didn't work. We'll try again next time and it will.
I don't really want to A, have you smack me in the face again, or B, get any one of you into trouble.
We got ourselves into trouble.
I think the blame for that can solidly be put up.
Hey, I'm the one who challenged him to a fight. I'm just saying. Stop. You don't have to worry about getting us hurt so much.
It's literally my thing.
I mean, especially me. That's not my thing.
Oh God, I forgot.
Why is his name wrong?
Momo.
Yeah, his name's Muddy Wug.
We all make questionable decisions, Hepatra, he says with Momo pulling at his hair on his shoulder.
Well, she'd look real in the eyes and be like, "You're very forgiving. I don't deserve it."
I don't really see there's much to forgive.
Yeah, you're too harsh on yourself.
I really could have got you guys hurt. I just really didn't want you to get hurt.
I think you might be badly overestimating the capabilities of that little troop.
Yeah, you didn't stand a fucking chance. Do I look hurt to you? She sort of flexes.
I mean, you are bleeding, so yes.
That's just a scratch.
Do you want some more healing, Greta, before we go?
No, I'm good. It's woke me up a bit.
Okay. Maybe you can try and find him one day, Hipatra. I mean, I don't know when he'll be back here.
I don't know. Stupid. Stupid.
Eh.
So stupid.
Coburn would pump his his hand and be like, the innkeeper up there said that here's his brother, I believe, and he said he'll be back, so probably not a bad thing, eh? Get a second shot.
Or you could ask where he lives.
Well, if he's his
Or that.
brother, maybe he'll know something as well. Or maybe not.
Yeah, if we wait till tonight, you could go down to the brothers' room and then.
No. No. No.
I'm joking.
No.
Where do we where do we need to go, Gilfie? Today's the day we get your package sorted.
Remind me again, Kieran.
It is called the Pearlescent Vault. It is on the Gilded Pearl, which you can see across the lake over here. It's a district of marbled buildings, all very fine, sort of renovated Imperium buildings with all the money that the Lacatha and the Pelagic Union have. You might be able to see the building itself from here, but you might not know which one it is, but it'd be obvious once you went over there.
I'm not really sure exactly which building it is, but it's over that way, in that general direction, with all the buildings.
Serafina would also be like, that's where the glass tower is as well. And she sort of gestures to Greta. And I remember you saying something about healing. Maybe you could go to the Litoria's Glory. I'm not sure how free they are with their healing, but you could try. Maybe a friend will know something.
We can always, and she kind of looks around, we can ask, if we ain't got the cash, people are always wanting favours, so...
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind getting Hansel back to his normal self. Although you weren't struggling to bite me in that time, were you shit?
Yeah, it kind of hurts, I'm not gonna lie. Kind of hard to fly last night.
He'll wear off in a bit.
Oh, I just said it to hurry up.
Just dunk it in some salt water so I don't get infected.
I meant to... don't worry.
Oh, right.
But Coburn would be like, well, if we're being true tourists as well, we could go over to the Grand Forum. I hear that's where they have, well, there's a lot of vendors there from the area. Where else? Yes, people go there from Equia, bringing all their artifacts. It's got the arcade anvil as well. I've always wanted to see that.
Well, how about we go sort Gilfie's shit out, and then we can go sort Hansel's shit out, and then we can go do that.
Excellent. And then the library, of course.
Yeah. Cool. Sounds good.
I can't imagine many of you are eggheads. He looks at Serafina.
I like cracking eggs.
No, me too. I like a big omelette in the morning. More eggs the better. And you had a pretty big one just then.
Damn straight.
It's more of a shell. Cracking a shell of an egg. As he looks ponderously away, smoking a cigar. So what are you doing? You're going over to the Pearlescent Vault.
Yeah, Gilfie stuff first, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot to give myself another point of inspiration for that second nat 20.
Nat 20!
Ooh, it's pretty.
The heart of the pearl glistens in the high sun as you emerge from the depth of the shoals. The majesty of the late Imperium has never left the Gilded Pearl district, strangely untouched by the destruction of the Sundering Divinum. Beautifully mosaic streets, have been reworked over time to reflect the maritime heritage of the Pelagic Union, with each race reflected as well as the gods of the Thalassic pantheon. The Cyclopean marble buildings are unlike any other in the whole of the Vale, and a plethora of decorative gardens and fountains line the mosaic walkways. There's about 5 buildings that would be outstanding in this area. The Pearlescent Vault itself, which is a bank. The bridge, which is the seat of government in the Pelagic Union. Litoria's Glory, which is a temple to the Thalassic pantheon. Something that Hepatra would know quite a lot about, but we'll see what exactly she knows when she goes there. The Gilded Concord, which is a conglomeration of guilds, and of course the Glass Tower, which is a library. So you're in this place would be someone like Greta would never have seen anywhere like this before, I don't think.
Yeah, she'd be like, whoa, this place is fucking fancy.
And even for the rest of you, it'd be quite a lot. The Arian's quite beautiful, but nothing so... It's more harsh than this place looks.
Damn, I'm impressed.
Yeah. Kind of reminds me of home a little bit. But
Definitely doesn't remind me of home.
You live in a place like this?
I mean, it's not quite as good, but definitely closer.
Are you like one of them rich bitches or something? Where you from?
You know, could do with some more money, to be honest.
I mean, you can't be that bad off if you live in a place like this.
You could say somewhat like low middle is what you might say.
I think a good way to explain it is people who aren't at the top get crushed at the bottom.
Yeah. Great, I don't know that though.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of a good way to explain it there now, with seeing as I haven't really given her much lore on it.
So yeah, like that.
Fair. Still though.
So, as you're sort of lurking around this district, you'd see the great marbled bank of the Pearlescent Vault, which is centering the Gilded Pearl district, the heart of its prosperity and its wealth. The grand entrance of the vault is raised 10 feet from the ground, and many windows are situated behind raised ledges barred with iron, and I'll move you over to the map. I'm just going to go get some tea quickly. You can put your tokens down right at the bottom,
Jesus.
south.
Hello.
Forgot what character I was playing then.
Oh.
Do you have control of the muddy work, Tom? Like editing privileges?
Hmm?
I think he must have gone. Oh, he's muted. Just players can change the tokens now, which is pretty cool.
Mm. Bleep, bleep, bleep.
Okay, I'm back. Is everyone ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't know if other people are.
Yo-yo!
Yeah.
Yo. Yeah. Seraphina and Coburn would be like, yes, we'll wait for you here, won't we, Seraphina? Yes, that'll be fine.
Alright.
Okay. I'm not sure how long we'll be. Depends how quickly they get it, I guess.
Well, I've never been to a bank before, so... And he kind of shrugs.
Oh. This is probably the poshest one I've seen.
And you can see these two PDF guards sort of eyeing Hansel as he approaches the Pearlescent Vault.
Yeah, Hansel. Come on, Momo. Let's go.
Going in?
We need to update
Guilty.
his token so his name saves.
Oh, yeah. I did. I 100% did. I did it last time. Momo. Update token.
Be on your best behaviour, Momo.
One of the cool things now, Kieran, is that players can update tokens if they've got editing privileges to...
Oh my
do it
god, that's
whenever they
amazing.
drop. It's super cool.
So, Gilfie, if you're going in, they wouldn't stand in your way, they'd just kind of watch you.
Okay.
Curtis following behind, bow on Hansel's back.
Straight behind, they would move and impose. No animals in the building, ma'am. You can leave it out here.
I ain't leaving him out here.
Then you're not going in. It's a highly secure vault.
He ain't gonna do anything, he's my walking dog.
Persuasion check.
Can I do deception? Oh, it's the same thing.
Yeah, it's a high DC.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Rules is the rules.
Boring. I'll wait out here for you, Gilf.
Okay, I don't think I'll be too long.
Come on, Momo.
The Momo goes up as well. The guards look at, what is that? Is it a muddy work?
This is... I can't even keep a straight face. This is my cousin, Malcolm.
Again, high persuasion check.
Yeah.
Fuck damn it. This guy like peers down and you see Momo slightly change shape to look more like a person out of the mud he's made from.
Yeah.
He sort of side eyes the other guy. He's like, what can it do? He's just like shrugs. Go on then. But we'll be watching you. And he put Malcolm.
Real would say, what can he do? And then walk in.
Momo's just like, Patra going in or is she waiting outside?
Yeah, Hipatra would go in, but she'd be like sloping up quietly behind.
Yeah.
I think Gilfie walks in with her most sort of professional posture and wings slightly out, like in a gesture of slightly making her look a bit bigger than she is.
So the grand oak doors you pass through are lined with locks and bars, but you enter into a bustling bank. The well-cut marble and plush rugs and seating impose a feeling of decadence onto you. Aquan bank tellers can be seen dealing politely with the upper crust of the Pearl Society, whilst PDF guards stalk from the corners of the room. Gilfie, as you enter this place, can you do a perception check for me, please?
Is it for that guy by any chance?
Oh yeah, maybe. It might be for him. We'll say you noticed him, because he is just sitting over there. Yeah, you do notice an Aarakocra dressed in black and red robes. You can do a history check. It's quite difficult to see what these robes might represent. Yeah, you don't know. You don't know. It's just a random guy.
Mm. Gets
But
a little hint of worry that he's already got the package.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. So you see the bank tellers all busy except for this guy here.
Okay.
Hello. Welcome to the Pearlescent Vault. What can I do for you today?
I'm here to pick up a package for the Aryan. It's should have been here for quite a while now.
Would she give the little letter that she has?
Mhm.
Oh, this is for Mr. Blop. And she, please wait here. And she,
Okay.
goes through this door. And you wait a little bit. She comes back out. Would you please follow me? Mr. Blop has requested to see you.
For sure. Yeah, should come. Are my friends allowed to come through, or should we just go by it alone?
Are they transporting the package with you?
Most of the way.
Well, of course.
Oh, Malcolm.
uh,
That guy's name
Yeah, she
changes every
leaves.
session.
Leads you down to here. Opens this door. Please go right on in and see Mr. Blop Shell Seeker. And you see this hugely fat little crapper just sitting on his desk, pretending to write. And he's like, "Thank you, Susan. Please sit down. What's your name?"
Thank you, Susan. Gilfiagonius does a little mini bow towards this guy.
It's a pleasure to see you. Pleasure. Oh, and you have friends? You have friends? Extra security for the package, of course.
Certainly, these are my friends.
Well, you be real, and looks down at Momo.
This is Malcolm.
Good day, Malcolm. Kind of looks a bit confused, and then sort of looks at Patra. It's like, it looks like you have a pretty sturdy team here, Mrs. Goliath.
Yeah, for such a package as this, you got to have good help.
Well, this letter, do you know who the package's receiver is? They didn't supply it to you on the way. I have it here in my little desk, and he pats his drawer.
I was certainly expecting it on arrival to you.
Yes, well, your package is going to the guide beyond the clouds, Elia. Must be a pretty important person in your society, I assume. Guide beyond the clouds, that sounds very important.
Would you know?
Yes, Guide Beyond the Clouds is basically the person who lives at the very topmost of the Aryan, so the most important person in the whole of the place.
Well, certainly of utmost importance then.
Yes, well, that little package has been waiting in here for about over 100 years, from what my records tell me, and apparently it's time it makes its way home. Probably pretty fitting. Anyway, I'm going to lead you down to the vault if that pleases you.
It would. I'd quite like to see more of this vault. It's been it's quite secure.
The most secure place in the whole of the Vale. Maybe other than the Heemstone Fortress, but nobody wants to go there.
No, certainly not, sir.
Right, right, if you're following me down to the vault, you're going to need to wear these rings, and you'd have 4 rings. You'd put them on the desk.
Okay.
Yes, they're he puts one on himself. It's like, there are some, well, you'll see, follow me.
Would she suspect what they are?
When he gives it to you, do an Arcana check.
Yeah. Damn it.
I think with that, you'd still kind of know. Seeing... You think they might protect you from something?
Okay.
You see Blop puts one on.
They're magical though, yeah? My
Yeah,
nightlight band is glowing away.
Yeah, it would be like ferociously glowing hot as he put it on.
Oh shit.
But not actually hot, but it is magical.
Powerful magics. Here you go, Malcolm. Put it on. Don't eat it.
Blop looks down. He can eat it as long as it's on his body.
Okay, eat it, Malcolm.
He's just like, oh.
Nice.
Swallows it down. So he walks out, and here it is, the Great Hall. So Blop leads you down the hallway into a large atrium, which, if you move your tokens down here, is centered by a large fountain and a set of stone benches. You can see these huge bronze statues with fish heads guarding the set of stairways before you descend. You also see these other guards in gleaming gold-plated armor, quite unlike anything you would have seen anywhere else in a Vale before, and they stand as still as statues as you pass by them. Blop would point to the bronze statues, which look a bit like this.
Ooh.
It's like, you know those rings that I just gave you?
Yeah.
Well, if you weren't wearing them, those things would come alive and attack you. Quite brilliant, isn't it?
Quite the security team you have here.
Well, when you're guarding things for governments and rich people and, well, even my own little stash, you need good protection. He'd lead you over here. You can see these staircases descending down. He's like, yes, underground, one of the most safest places you can possibly be. And he looks at Gilfie, he's like, I'm sure you wouldn't agree with that, though, being an avian.
Yeah, an avian, I guess. Yeah, the underground is not really where we spend a lot of time.
Yes, I can imagine. And as you descend down this staircase, it seems that you'd probably go it down at least maybe like 400-500 feet into the earth. It is very far down. And go over to this other map.
I think Gilfie would like unconsciously be like measuring the walls as she's going down.
Yeah. He'd turn around at one point. He was like, "Look, but don't touch. You never know. You never know who's coming in here."
Oh,
Can you put your tokens there?
oh, hang on, lagged out.
Yeah, it lagged out for me as
Yeah,
well.
mine's been pretty laggy.
I think it's the map sizes are a little bit big. Where do we place the cameras?
Oh, yeah.
I need to get back on. Yeah, there.
Where? Oh, there.
Blop would get to this door. He's like, "Here we are, the vault of it all." And he unlocks this massive door, which these gleaming gold soldiers. He waits for you all to come through.
On the way down, some of her like professional persona has gone down a bit as she realizes her wings can't stretch out on these stairs. Okay. I mean,
Yeah. One else comes through. And he turns around and locks that door. And he goes to this door. He's like, sorry, there's a lot of security. In we go.
Kieran, does Rill feel anything being this far below ground?
How do you mean feel anything?
Well, I know the pull he feels is towards the Hemstone Island. But does being further below ground feel any closer or better or anything?
Not really. You would have felt more close, like when you're in Bilgewater.
Okay.
Because you're physically closer to it.
Mm-hmm.
Another one! Yeah, you can see all.
More blocks,
We're almost there. I'm sorry about this, but you know, security and all that. Got safest place in the whole of the Vale.
Yeah, I guess I just wasn't expecting it to be so cramped.
Well, if you were like cramped now, we're gonna get even more cramped in a minute. Right. We're going down that tiny little passage there. So nothing can get in, you see.
Yeah. Or out sometimes.
Oh yes, well, it wouldn't be a vault if you couldn't get in or out now, would it?
If Gilfie could sweat, she would.
Yeah, this place is pretty Looks like keep copying. How many bloody doors are there?
You got this, Gilfie. If Momo can do it, I mean Malcolm can do it, you can do it.
I guess I just glad I'm small size for this scenario.
For some reason, I seem to have a bazillion doors. Like, I don't understand why. Yes, we're almost there. As he gestures to these chests and like pats them. Yes, now you can't look in those ones. They're not yours, are they?
Here, Patricia would be quite close behind Rel and be like, "Oh, sorry.
It's okay. And for the record, that smell is Malcolm, not me.
You keep telling yourself that.
Yep.
Finally, we are here. The chest of it all. He opens the door, and you hear this like, as he just collapses on the floor as he looks in this room.
I don't know about you, but I did not get a word of that.
So, Block opens the last vault door and pushes it open. He lets out a shrill cry, which is why you can hear it. And you see 4 sturdy chests which rest on stone benches, and they gape open. They are completely empty, except for an identical set of 4 wooden idols which sit at the bottom of each.
Whoa.
It'll be like the next plop. I assume they were not meant to be open. It's kind of hopped over him.
Your most secure place in the whole of the Vale, and the bloody... As he starts sort of like hyperventilating.
Breathe, friend, breathe.
It shouldn't be like this.
Yeah, well, it is, and we'll have to deal with whatever's going on. What's in the boxes, Gilfie?
I'm just gonna have a look. What is it, Kieran?
So,
idols.
As you pick up this idol, it looks like it's carved out of burnt wood. They resemble a horned humanoid. Can do a history check for everyone who can see the idol.
Not a clue.
So, yeah. Hipatra and Ril, you both know this. This looks like one of the Maledicti, which is the group of magisters who were cursed after the sundering of Divinum, who live on as like vampiric tiefling forms of themselves. So this is something that must be from the old world.
Oh my god.
It's like an effort, like somehow someone's got in here and put these very well crafted little figurines in the boxes. They mostly live in the ruins of ancient settlements, and with Hipatra's natural 20, you definitely put two and two together. Where the only place there'd be Maledicti around here is Old Aquia. And most of them are obsessed with getting their magical powers back. So them stealing maybe magical artifacts might not be surprising.
Did that just say that? Tell us all.
You'd probably say it in a slightly more subtle way.
Okay. Oh, when was the last time someone came down here, Block?
The last time someone came down here was over 70 years ago. Nothing's touched this room since.
Oh. I think that's going to be very helpful then.
How sure are you of that? I didn't see many guards beyond the gilded people.
Well, usually we check the external door, and well, if there's been no interference, then we assume no one could have possibly come down the rest of the vault. This is my wing. It hasn't been touched in, well, the only one that's been accessed in the last 20 years was the one that you're standing in now. This vault is even older. I don't see it. I have the only key. It's here. How could have someone got that? As he looks exasperated as he's talking to you.
Magic, perhaps?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think Gilford would know much about rock moving magic.
Well, would anyone be trying to check out the room?
Yeah, real would.
Yeah. Should Guildford be checking out this room as well? He said that someone came in the last 20 years. Is this door interfered with?
Okay. Yeah, you can both do investigation checks for each room.
What about Hipatra?
Well, whatever room she can do one as well, depending on which room she's looking at.
Even though we're low down, I hope the stars can show me some things. I'll use guidance.
Okay.
Investigation. 21.
Hipatra. Seems she's...
You rolled a 5.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll start with Gilfie. As you check this door, Gilfie, it looks like there's been no tampering with it. You'd look behind you. There's clearly dust on the floor, and the only footprints that you can see in it are your own. So this room's definitely been locked a long time. These chests here, properly sealed. These boxes here don't look like they've been tampered with at all. You can't even see through the tiny, tiny little sort of bits between the planks.
Okay.
You'd also notice that this light here is it's basically forever burning, so you would never expect this light to go out. It's like a magical light.
Magic, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't think they came through here at the very least, maybe.
But Rill, you notice in this room here, there is a fine black ash which seems to be covering the floor as well as some of the tops of the chest.
You'd call that out. There's an ash in here. I find soot.
Hmm.
And
Some
I think
element of fire or burning. Perhaps
Yeah.
a way to travel with fire, or
You're probably the best one with fire here, Real. What do you think? Travel with fire?
I'd say Gilfie, you're the only one who could possibly know this out of this lot. You can roll an Arcana check to see if you can realize what it means.
With guidance?
Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yay.
Yeah. So for natural 20, with all the sorceress powers that you've learnt, Gilfie, you know it's more of a natural. It's more like creating something or using elements to transfer it into something else. But you know from the few texts you've read at the Aryan, which was quite untouched by the Imperium, that their magic was kind of destructive. And that you know that it sort of embodied destruction, and every time they would cast a spell, there would always be this fine black ash left after it. And the amount of ash is usually related to how powerful the spell was. So a room covered in it, it's a pretty powerful spell.
Okay. She would relay that to Real. She says, there's lots of different kinds of teleportation magic. Maybe a really powerful one could get into here. Well, it might be indicated by the amount of ash everywhere.
a lot of it.
Yeah.
Well, where does this leave you now, Gilfie? Do you?
Well,
What does the delivery person do if they arrive and the package isn't there?
this is not good. Well, you'd lose your job for one, and then probably be shunned for another one. But it wouldn't be good, basically.
In the Ascendancy, they cut your arm off.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, we're not. Add it to the list of good things to be thankful for that we're not in the Ascendancy. But
Probably wouldn't be too far off, especially for something this important.
so just stop me if I'm extrapolating too far, but so you're going to need this to find whatever was taken from here to be able to keep your job and your good standing amongst your people.
How harsh would the punishment be, Kieran, for not bringing back something this important?
You'd think
messenger.
You think normally it wouldn't be that bad, but the fact that you're trying to retrieve an artifact for the most important person in the Aryan, it could definitely have quite bad ramifications for your career.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't really know anything about the leader of the Aryan, but they're quite authoritarian.
Mm-hmm.
So it might not be good. Like, they might understand, but you wouldn't be sure of that.
Yeah. She'd just look unsure then, Real. She'd just it wouldn't be good either way. But
Okay.
yeah.
Well,
Block's like, you can't tell anyone about this. You can't tell anyone. It will crush the bank.
Well, I mean, it's not really my priority right now to tell everyone about the bank missing it.
I mean, you did fail in your one job as a bank.
I mean, yeah.
But I could lock you down here if you don't tell anyone. As he's like fondling about his keys, like he's clearly having a panic. He's not really going for it. He's more just like trying to.
Gilbert would be worried of that. She's gonna hop over him. Hell yeah. Oh, no, can I get trapped down here? Oh, definitely not.
No, please. I'll lose my job.
We're not particularly interested in. So, the bank isn't. Gilfie, my friend thinks maybe magic was used to get in and out. The bank isn't warded against magic, or it's just a stone hole in the ground.
Well, why would we need to be warded? Barely anyone's powerful enough to use a spell that, going through the ground and around.
Right. Just wanted to check. Maybe we've got another target to read about in the library, Gilfie.
Yeah. Not really sure how we'd go against someone with such a powerful spell, though, to get the package back.
Well,
Lots
not jump to conclusions.
It's not just the one package. This room is filled with artifacts from the Aryan. They're all gone.
Oh. Yeah. I mean, I'm not happy about that either.
Sounds like you're pretty screwed to me, bud.
What do you think I should do? Do you think I should tell everyone, or do you think I should pretend it didn't happen? Are you going to find the relics?
I'm gonna try and find them, but you should probably tell people so you can get some anti-magic stuff in here.
Do you know how much it cost? Do you know how much those bronze golems cost?
You're a bank. You have
Too
money.
much, apparently.
The only person. I thought the magisters couldn't do magic anymore. Oh!
I guess so. But
But banks have insurance, right? Just
Oh, yes.
contact your insurance provider.
No, but it isn't about getting the value back. It's about the reliability of the bank, which is directly related to my job.
Do you have any other skills, career paths you might be interested in pursuing?
You see this portly Lacatha who he looks less able than even Babette.
Even Babette.
How dare you say such slander about me?
Babette starts sneezing, the world's away.
I feel a disturbance in the pearl.
Well, hey, why don't you let them know, but make yourself indispensable. Tell them that you're that the relics are being looked for. They could restore your bank's honor, and that you're the main contact with the people who are finding the relics.
Anna looks around at you lot and he's like, "You're gonna try and find them?"
Yeah, Gilfie's dead.
Okay. Wait. I could just not tell them until you bring them back, and then everything could be fine, like nothing happened.
Right.
Gilbert just kind of shrugs. It's just...
I mean, if you think you're better at keeping secrets than your bank is at keeping relics, then...
Go fucking burned!
The Pearlescent Vault is the most secure place! Come on.
Was the most secure place in the Vale, maybe.
In this lake, at least. Right. Let's exit this place like nothing happened.
People might notice if I come out without, stuff.
Malcolm's got a great poker face. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Okay, so he
Deep
would,
breath and then go back up the fucking million stairs a bit faster.
he would lead you back up to the vault. And as he go past the guards, he's like, "I hope you enjoy your package, friend." Yep. As he's walking around.
Yeah, it was real secure the whole time. Yep.
I particularly enjoyed the undisturbed boxes with the stuff inside.
That's what we promise. Undisturbed goods at an undisturbed rate of bank. He walks back.
Yeah.
So, as he'd get to his office, he'd be like, "I'll be seeing you, friends. Come back soon." As he closes the door.
Maybe.
Wow.
Turns out this place wasn't very secure, real.
I mean, just look at it. Look at all this pomp. They can't even hold what they say they will.
This whole time. Not even been there.
Yeah. That's rough.
So, as you walk out of the sort of foyer area, the bank teller's like, "I hope you enjoyed your visit to the Pearlescent Vault."
Yeah, it looks nice.
Oh, it is very fine, like the rest of the Gilded Pearl.
And very secure. Taps her nose.
Yes, and she looks around to the door. I should probably lock that door.
It's a lot more interesting than I thought it would be.
Yeah. It's not usually that interesting, to be honest.
Mm.
Just kind of looks over to the Aarakocra as they walk past.
Do an insight check. He'll do deception.
Sake!
You got inspiration beyond that 20.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I will do it again, because I'm too annoying.
As you like gawp at him, he like very lively gets up and starts to come over to you.
Okay. Should just pause for a minute.
Yes, you will. Fucking drooling on the ground.
So, spindly Aarakocra in billowing red and black robes strides over to you. He wears a small grey cowl which fails to hide his long protruding beak. On a platinum chain around his neck, there's a raptor's eye standing out.
Mm.
Are you the postal bird from the area?
I don't know about thee, but I'm one of them. Yeah.
I see that you've come out without a package.
How did you see? Yeah, I did.
That didn't last long.
Yeah. Yep.
We should talk outside these confines. He kind of lets out a sigh.
I'm afraid I don't really recognise your robes, though. Who are you?
I'll tell you when we're outside. It's a sensitive topic. Okay. He said, "Meet me by the fountain to the left outside. Alone, preferably."
Well, we can meet on the roof if that's more secluded.
We would be seen flying up there. I'm not sure what Aquans make of that.
Well, we're birds. I'm sure they
Good point. Good.
expect us to fly.
Yeah. So, before we do this guy and Gilfie, What did Ro and Hepatra? How did they greet Greta?
I think as they come out, they'd like hear Greta talking to Uncle Coburn, and they'd be like, "And that's when I said, welcome to the Hall of Pain."
Very good. I would have said, welcome to the House of Fun.
You got a lot to work on, Uncle.
I know. That's what Seraphina says all the time, don't you? And she's like, yes, Uncle.
Oh, finally, you took your ages in there. Been have to talk to this loser for the last 10 minutes.
Malcolm needed to open up our savings account.
That's not very nice, Greta.
He's a loser. Aren't you, Uncle?
That's a
What?
thing to say to somebody who's just trying to help us.
It's all in good fun.
I'm not helping you, I'm helping Seraphina.
Well, then that makes it even worse, Uncle. You're not proving my point.
Well, Greta knows, bumping arms and tussling around, the old jokey joke about the old whatnot and whatnot.
Okay. Well...
Told you he's a loser.
Rolling her eyes.
But once we'd opened up Malcolm a savings account, Gilfie's stuff's all gone.
Well, that's shit.
Yeah, she's talking to that weird, other Aryan dude. Wow, I am not educated about Aryan people.
Where's it gone? Someone nick it.
We're not sure. There was some soot on the ground, and we think maybe it was the maledictee.
Yeah.
Who the fuck's that?
The old
Sorry, couldn't resist.
the old bloody,
Magic says he were cursed by Divinum, who have to live forever without magical powers.
Thank you, Malcolm. Precisely. Yeah, which is pretty messed up and kind of scary because they could be incredibly powerful, and it probably took a lot of magical power to get them into the vault to steal stuff to get back out.
Now this is what I came on this adventure for. They sound like a real fight.
Yeah.
Not like some bloody loser turtles in the barge right in.
Yeah, I did wonder what was going on there. It looked like a bit of a slap fight until that guy pulled out the mace.
Yeah, that's what they always do.
So yeah, we're thinking maybe try and get some information at the library, but also maybe we could think about looking in old
Queer. That Uncle Coburn, like, yeah, that's where that orc fella was going with his posse.
Yeah, I remember.
Oh yeah, that place did sound fun.
Yes, the ash bitten and the ash bound and all that dust blowing in your face. Disgusting.
Yeah, let's go there.
Yeah, I'm gonna suggest the same to Gilfie, but I do think we should swing by the library first.
Yeah, I want to get Hansel some healing as well.
Yeah, that too.
And
Gilfie.
Gilf too.
Oof. I'm sorry.
Right.
Go on.
Let's just say, right, I'm ready to go. Where is she?
She's talking to her friend. They wanted some privacy.
Yeah. So up on the roof, Kirk sort of leaning over this side. He's like, what is your name? I'm sorry that you've been tasked with retrieving this package.
Oh, I mean, it's my job. Tend to be tasked with retrieving packages. It's kind of a daily task. I'm Gilfie Agolius. What's your name?
I'm Kirk Stallard. I'm I don't know how to explain it. A monk of What's it called? I'm a monk of the Order of the Watchful Eye, if you've ever heard of it.
How'd you heard it?
Roll a history check when he says that. You have heard of it. The Order of the Watchful Eye was founded soon after Firebrand the Eternal retrieved the Raptor's Eye from the Thunderbird of Arian. They tasked themselves with protection of Draken relics, as well as remaining vigilant over the resting places of the ancient Draken. Though not a secret order, the group can steal their work and efforts to avoid suspicion from the Draken-loving populace of the area. Their agents are spread across the Vale, ensuring that the many relics plundered from the area since the Sundering are returned. Yes, I know that your package was destined for the guide beyond the clouds, and my order thought it was important that it be safely returned, so they sent me to watch over you. I did not have the necessary information to retrieve the package myself, and if I had, well, I don't think that would have gone down very well.
Maybe not. Not a messenger. So, where do you take the package, the artifacts when you find them?
We don't take them. We more guard them. There are... I don't suppose you know what that package you're carrying was?
No idea. We're not really meant to open or... sometimes we're allowed to know, but usually not.
Well, maybe you would like to know what it is, and the import behind retrieving it.
She kind of hesitates for a moment, because you're not really meant to look at the packages, but I guess I'm gonna need to if I'm gonna find it. Yeah, I guess you'll have to tell me.
Well, I assume you're planning on going after this artifact that you don't have.
Yeah, probably find some of them, hopefully at least.
Well,
I don't know how many they do of.
from what I've learned, there were 4 artifacts in that vault. The one that you were to bring back to the Guide Beyond the Clouds was a mask of a Draken. It is kind of size. They are extremely powerful. They give you the breath of a dragon, and well, they give you resistances to many kinds of damage. But they also have a much more important role, which might have been the reason the Guide Beyond the Clouds wanted it back.
Are you allowed to tell me that?
It depends. If you're truly seeking to go after whether this package is gone, I feel I can tell you, seeing as you'll be complicit in retrieving it.
Well, hopefully we can find it.
I have read about you. I know you have some sorceress ability, and that will definitely come in handy. But there are things that people in the area do not know. When our ancestors first, went in the area, a lot of the masks were taken from, and they are death masks. We and my order have ascertained that one of the things keeping the Draken dormant are these masks emplaced over their leaders. So you can imagine what happens when these masks have disappeared for hundreds of years and the stirrings that may cause.
I can imagine. Probably not good, right?
Definitely not good. There have been a few instances already in the last few months where Draken have risen in parts of the area.
And the
And-
higher-ups know about this already?
They did, but many who own Draken Mask themselves are reluctant to return it to the tomb. I'm not sure what the guide beyond the clouds was planning with this Draken Mask, but I know it is better for it to reach the Aryan than remain here.
Hmm. Well, why hasn't it done it for all these years? They said that guy said it's been down there for, what was it, 90 years or something?
Well, I feel that maybe there has been unrest in the Aryan for hundreds of years, that if one of the higher-ups, or maybe the guide themselves in the past, if they were ousted, they would have the mask here. They could retrieve the mask and take back their power. I don't know, of course, but there's reasons it would be here.
It sounds like either way, we kind of need to get it back.
Did you learn anything when you did not find the package?
Yeah, she kind of trusts this guy for not much of a reason, but she'll just tell him what she found with the dust and that, the ash. Sorry.
You can do an insight check to see if you can work out anything about this guy's tone, whether he's trying to be sneaky, anything like that. To deception. You definitely think this guy is very keen to get it back. It doesn't seem malicious at all. But you definitely think there are things that he's not telling you. But that would make sense, right? Because you just met him.
Just met him. He's a part of a sneaky organization, yeah?
Yeah.
And what are you going to be doing? You said you've been following me. You
Well,
keep doing that?
I followed you up to Bilgewater, but when you headed off, I came here to watch over the Pearlescent Vault. I knew you'd come eventually.
I mean, yeah, I've been coming for a while. It took me a while.
We all have to spread our wings, as it were.
Yeah. Just trying to think of what else to ask him.
But, from what you say, Old Aquia sounds like a good starting point. Maybe the old Magist's tower there. I could do some scouting, and he kind of looks down at the rest of your group. Well, you do whatever you do.
Okay, I don't have any way to really contact you or anything. Do you?
I'll find you, don't worry.
Okay. Well, see you when I see you, I guess.
Yes, it is a pleasure, Gilfie. I'll see you soon. And he just takes to the sky like a majestic pelican, whatever he is.
There's a stork, right? A stork?
Oh, yeah, he's a stork. And like swoops down, and the group see him like do a dive, and he sweeps up, and off he goes.
Yeah, you'll fly down off the roof to the middle of everyone.
Who's your friend?
A mysterious Aarakocra stork.
Kirk.
His name is Kirk.
Everything okay?
I'm a bit weirded out, but mostly okay. He's been following me apparently since, what was it, Bilgewater?
He followed you up to Bilgewater, and then he was like, "Oh, she's going the wrong way. I'm going to the vault."
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. So he's been waiting for me here mostly. But, yeah, she just relays all the stuff he said basically.
Okay.
So yeah.
Well, it seems like you've got an ally.
Yeah, an unexpected one, to be honest. It's kind of a secretive organization that I've only really heard of before.
Sounds pretty badass to me. And it gives us another reason to get to that old Aquarius place.
Yeah, is that where we're going now then? Next?
I think we should go to the library first, and I think we should stick to the plan for the day.
Okay.
If that's alright, Gilfie.
Yeah.
And at the library we can try and find out more about the Magisters and the
Maledicti.
And that gives Greta a chance to try and track down some healing stuff going on.
Oh yeah, if you find any, it'd be really useful. She kind of winces as she moves around to turn around to go. Which way?
And you'd see this shimmering glass tower as you turn around.
I can go look by myself if you guys want to go library hunting. I'm not exactly book smart.
What do you want to do, Petra? Books or healing hunting, or is there anywhere you want to go?
Well, not necessarily. I think, I don't really know.
You could take Malcolm for a day out.
Malcolm would be grabbing onto your leg real like.
Maybe not.
I wouldn't dream of separating the both of you.
Did we really agree his name was Malcolm?
It's grown on me very quickly. I'm thinking
I
of
thought it was
getting him
Momo.
a little suit tailored. He looks down at the Muddy Wug and says, "Momo, Malcolm." I think it's kind of all the same, really.
Okay.
I feel like it's more for us than for them.
I'm still struggling not to punch it, I'll be honest.
You've done plenty of punching for today.
Yeah, true.
Punching for breakfast.
There's never enough punching to be had. Right, come on, Uncle. We're going healing hunting.
Where are we going? Litoria? Yeah.
That's the one.
Kind of looks down. You taking your dog in there?
Yeah, he's the one who needs healing, you fucking idiot.
Well, he kind of looks a bit like. Well, maybe we'll see when we get there. You coming, Hepatra? You know all about these things.
Yeah, come on, Patty. If you got religious stuff going on, then might need your expertise.
Oh, me! Sorry, for some reason I did not get Hepatra from Patty. And probably Hepatra would be like, "Oh, what are you talking to me?"
Yeah, don't you like it?
It's... I usually prefer to stick to Hepatra, which is my full name.
So long and tedious, though, isn't it? Patty's just so, gets the talking out of the way.
Hippie.
No.
I'll go hippie if you want.
No.
All right, Hepatra. You coming?
Thank you. Yes. I don't actually know where you've gone, to be honest.
Going to the big temple.
Yeah, that doesn't really narrow it down.
Well, Hepatra would 100% know what this place is, and there'd be a lot going on, but I'd have to do lots of history checks with you.
Okay.
But are they going to the library for now? Are you all going to the cathedral, or
I think we're split.
going on? Are you splitting?
Library
Okay.
gang and cathedral gang.
Okay, so is this library gang? And
Well,
that's
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would Uncle leave Seraphina?
That's a good point. He wouldn't. Yeah, 100% wouldn't. So that
Yeah.
What one do we want to do first?
I don't mind.
Roll for it.
Let's do rollies.
Do a d6. 1, 2, 3, risk root. 4, 5, 6, risk root.
Rollies are Tom one.
Yeah, get wrecked.
1, 2, 3, risk root. 4, 5, 6, risk root.
We did it
We
already.
did it. We did
We're doing
rollies.
20.
We were rolling off. Who rolled higher?
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, real
Yeah, we
screw.
done.
Library
Okay.
group.
Okay.
Time for Matt.
These maps are fucking huge. Where am I putting my token? Oh, my internet's crashed. Great. Wouldn't be a session of D&D without the internet dying, would it? Fuck's sake.
That makes sense.
It does the same for me. Oh, that's probably why, actually. I'll
Where am I
fix it.
putting my token?
I put...
You're not here.
I know about my camera for the recording.
Oh, here.
Right down the bottom.
Yeah, there.
Oh, it's just all white for me. What the fuck? Reload the page.
Okay, Seraphina, and then Gilfy, I guess we ask about anything on the Maledicti or Magisters or even old Aquina.
Can you restart the music, Kieran? It's bugged out for me. Thank you.
So. Right. Oh, that's the vault.
Gilfy?
Is Hannah
Gilfy's
DC
gone.
too? Great. Internet's so fucking shit today.
Gilfy's gone. Do.
I love that name, Kirk. B-U. I don't know why. Kirk.
Captain.
Right.
We got a cock in it. No,
Conk.
Conk.
Conk app conk face.
Should we wait for Hannah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back
Okay. Right.
fresh.
What did you say, Will?
He said thank you to Seraphina about saying which books they need to look out for, and then he'd say, I guess, Gilfy, we just need to ask someone if there's anything to do with the Maledicti or Magisters or even understanding teleportation magic better might be helpful.
If I focus on the teleportation magic, maybe you guys can do the other ones.
Okay. All right. Let's go book.
But
Let's book this. Oh, no.
Let's book it.
Right. So, the magnificent buildings of a gilded pearl are all beautiful in their own right. However, one extends far into the sky, glistening in a glorious sun. A cylindrical marble tower with fine pane glass windows extends upwards. at least 15 floors into the sky. It is surrounded by a rustic cobble wall and simple flower garden, all growing from native flowers to the lake. The opulence of this building matches the description of the glass tower, the largest library in Shared Lake. So, you see once again the PDF guards, which they would allow you entrance as Seraphina sort of waves them away.
It's beautiful.
Wow, it's great. No, don't know what that was. Here we are. And she opens the door. Why does it never fuck? Oh, because I didn't put it as a door. That makes sense.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So you enter. The library is as elegant on the inside as it is on the outside. The mosaic floor of the Imperium survives, and two giant statues of Silentia, who was the one that you met in that right at the beginning of the campaign when you found all those books.
Yeah.
Gaze at you as you enter. Two identical scribes work diligently at a marble desk, barely listening. The cream of the Pearl Society can be seen calmly reading ancient tomes and mingle seamlessly. The Sisters of Litoria, who are up here, who are technically Cleopatra's the sister of Litoria, but you can see they're dressed in these vestments. Finally, you're greeted by a humanoid who moves, though they're attached to strings. Their hair is of the darkest brown. Their skin is almost a rosy peach. Underneath the chip paint, you can see this chip paint. You can see this rich mahogany of wood stands out. They're garbed in fine clothes, though of a style unfamiliar to you. And it would approach you. It'd be like, "Welcome to the Glass Tower. How may I help you?"
I'm so disappointed they didn't have a Muppet voice.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I was expecting.
Well, I'm immediately unnerved.
My God, look at it. Look at that skin.
We need information about the. Okay, we got some books we're sure of, so I'm gonna ask the question. We need information.
Lots of books.
We need information about the Maledicti.
Its eyes like cross. Maledicti. Does no records found?
Its eyes cross when it's thinking
Yeah.
about them. Incredible. Oh, okay. We also need to know about teleportation magic.
Teleportation magic is deeply understated and interesting magic. You can find it on the 8th floor with the rest of arcane spells and their uses.
Looks at Gilfie, gives her a thumbs up.
Nope. Thumbs up.
And then we're looking for two specific books. Firebrand and the Infected Wound. And Firebrand and the... Shit. And the...
Eternal Fountain.
Eternal Fountain.
Yeah, it crosses its eyes again. It's like, Firebrand. Not found. Eternal Fountain. North. In the salted forest. A common legend.
Oh. Seraphina?
Well, I remember someone saying these constructs can only tell us about facts related to the Imperium. Maybe we need, if it's to do with Firebrand, we need to... She points over to these guys.
Oh, hey, how about, Magisters?
Ah, the Magisters of the Imperium. They have 3 main locations around the Vale, Old Aquia, Magister's Tower, as well as where the hell are the rest? The Tarnished Citadel. Lux Dryadum. And it crosses its eyes like again as Kieran's trying to think of them all. And Castrum, the home of the humans.
Okay. Well, that confirms going to old Aquia might be useful for us, Gilfie.
Yeah, maybe the next stop we go.
Yeah, I think so. Alright, thanks. What's your name?
Just looks at you. I do not have a name. I am a magical construct.
Yeah, well, we got one magical construct who didn't have a name, and he's got a name now. So
That's
we
my
can
vote,
call
Roxy.
you Woody.
Would you like to know more about the Imperium and life at that time?
No. Maybe later.
His face just goes blank as he's standing there looking out.
Alright, Woody. We'll see you later.
Well, that was interesting. Yes, well, magic. Puh. There's a reason we don't have much of it now.
I mean, there's quite a lot of it at the Aryan.
Well,
Most kind of.
you make a good point. And he looks around. Well, this place is fancy as hell. I'm gonna go sit on that poof. As he sits down on the poof, looks at this guy. Eggheads.
Excuse me.
Yes.
We're looking for information concerning the Maledicti.
Maledicti. Why do you want to know about them? Well, it's on the 11th floor. History and mythology, post-sundering. It's all up there. And there's the one next to it. It's like, we saw you talking to that construct. Did you have a fun conversation?
Yeah, very fun. Woody was quite the chatterbox.
Woody.
Right.
11th floor.
Thank you. And where might we find the specific books? Firebrand and the Infected Wound, and Firebrand and the Eternal Fountain.
You want to watch out for that last one you were talking about. Bad magic on that. But this is also the 11th floor.
Right, 11th floor we go, I guess.
Be careful when dealing with Firebrand. He invokes bad magics.
Would there also be information about, high level teleportation? Anything?
We just kind of look at each other. Well, this is a library, but we don't have any ancient texts, I suppose. You can see what you can find, though.
Okay.
What do you mean Firebrand invokes bad magics?
We kind of look at each other. A lot of what he's done isn't commonly considered. Well, not everything he's done is considered a good thing. And since he's gone to that wound of the world, some people believe anything connected with him is tainted. And they both look at each other. That last book is cursed.
What
To
kind of
reason.
curse?
We kind of look at each other again. Just so there's no incidents. When that book first arrived, the infected wound. It's about 20 years ago. It wasn't magical then. It's when, during our indexing, my brother here, Drop, he told me, yes I did, brother, that Some magic lingers on it now. Be careful with it.
Okay. Alright, thank you.
They look at each other again. And they're like, probably should have kept that one. See? He's like, yes. If you find it, please bring it down here.
Okay. That I can do. Let's go.
Coburn seems to be talking to this guy. He's like, yes, am I coming up with you?
Seraphina. Looks at Seraphina, yeah.
Yes, Uncle, that's why you came all this way. It's like, fine. So you travel up 11 flights of stairs.
Oh.
So, you can
a lot of stairs today.
Yeah. At least it's upwards.
Yeah, true.
So, all very grand and filled with wooden furniture, the floor has an almost faded quality to it. Racks of dusty tomes line the many bookshelves of this room, while workstations are set up for the pioneering academic.
Mm.
You can see the constructs are just sort of standing there, like with the blank expressions on their face, waiting for people.
Guess we should start looking, or ask the constructs, maybe.
I think they'll just want to answer about the old Imperium. I think that answer it. The finding is down to us.
Okay. I guess we better get started. There's a lot of books in here.
Yep.
Okay. You can roll investigation checks if you want.
Hell yeah.
Oh, please, stars, let me find them quickly. There's a lot of books.
I seen Rules going for Firebrand stuff and Gilfie's going for Maledict stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, magic.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Right. I'll
Get
do
that
Rules
inspiration
first.
back.
Oh yeah.
So, this would, to find the Firebrand books, one of the Firebrand books anyway, maybe it's, but it'd probably take about 4 hours of looking, because none of these books are like titled. You'd have to physically open every book and be like, what's this? Oh, okay. But after skimming the many shelves of the 11th floor, you eventually come across a battered tome with a thick red cover. A quick perusal reveals that many of the pages have succumbed to age, and the remaining pages' ink is faint and difficult to read. If Seraphina was like, if she was looking at it with you, she'd think it might take about a week to discern more information about it. However, the back cover of the book has a small paper pocket.
This isn't. I mean, I know it doesn't have a name on it, but can he, by leafing, does it seem?
Oh no! So, like in the sort of the red leather cover, you'd open up to the first page and it'd say Firebrand and the Eternal Fountain. You'd be able to read that. And at the back of the book, there's like a paper pocket.
Yep.
There seems to be something in it.
He would 100% take it out.
So, within, you find a stained map showing the northeast coast of a shattered lake and the salted forest. There are various marks in deep black ink at certain points.
Oh, well. Nothing quite like a map.
This will be very interesting when I've put together, well, I've managed to decode some of that book. Maybe this is the secret. One of these, and she points to like the inks, is the fountain itself.
It could well be. This could be a real find.
So, with the other book, Real,
Yeah, which he doesn't want to touch. It's cursed. So I don't know
if
how
you
he's going to see
if you
inside.
pulled it out slightly,
Yeah.
you would be able to see that there's a black leather cover, and as you touch it, it's cold. And if you see the book next to it, there's a slight reflection of a burning red sigil on the cover.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Like, you don't know it's this book, but everything you've looked at, this is the only one. It feels distinctly magical, and it looks like an evil book, basically.
Yeah, I like to think he helped find it by just walking around with his nullite band next to the books.
Yeah, and it would have just started blazing.
We have a winner. Question is, how do we get useful information from it without touching it properly or spreading its curse?
Well, I know there's ways you can remove curse with magic, but I'm not sure if it'll work on a book.
So you're leaving it on the shelf for now?
Yeah, Real's like thoughtfully looking at it.
I could, if we could. I haven't really prepared it for today, but I could try and dispel it, but I have to come back.
Okay. Well, I mean, the library's not going anywhere. Maybe we put it some. Well, I actually don't really touch it.
I don't think anyone else is going to touch it in the meantime, right?
Maybe Malcolm should touch it.
I mean, it's up to you.
Do it.
Oh, little Malcolm. Now, let me quickly check what's in my big bag of holding. Acid vial, crossbow bug. No, I don't know. The idea of it disturbs me, but if it's got useful information, maybe I should just pick it up.
Well, you could put it in a bag of holding of yours until we're ready to read it or something.
That's true. Let's scoop it in there. Yeah. Wait, are we allowed to take books from here?
Just kind of looks around. Probably not. Yes, probably not. It's a library. Maybe you should go ask for his guys. Maybe you can get a ticket or something.
Yeah,
this guy.
Rill will try and scrape the book into the bag of holding.
Okay. He's not using his hands, right?
He's got daggers. I think he tried to be doing like a extended chopsticks thing.
Do dexterity.
May I use sleight of hand?
Use sleight hand, yeah. Yeah. You see as you're sort of touching this book, the daggers start to frost up at the tips as you're doing it.
Whoa.
I mean, you drop it in the bag, and it seems to be contained.
Whew, scary. That's that though.
If your daggers were freezing up, what else have you got in your bag, bro?
Oh, damn it.
And it's in there now.
A lot of crossbow bolts, some armor, a bedroll, a couple of vials of acid, another book. Mirror, some potions, some rope, some rations. That's it.
Okay.
Not
Hopefully
anymore
that's
either.
alright.
Yeah.
Alright. What did you find, Gilpy?
Right.
What did I find?
A lot of exposition here.
Oh, baby.
Gonna give you a big information dump about these guys. So,
Sorry, Kieran. Just
Yeah.
before
Yeah.
the exposition. We got both books, right? Although I've only put one in the bag of holding.
yeah, you got the red one, which is the Eternal Fountain one,
Yeah.
which had the map in, and you've got the bad book in your bag.
Cool. Thank you.
So the Maledicti, the Magisters of the Imperium, were cursed by Divinum, their arcane power revoked in one final act of defiance, which led to the formation of the Wound of the World, which is related to the book Real just got. The Broken Magisters were magically evicted from the Tarnished Citadel, which is the big Magister's Citadel to the west, and started to manifest deforming growths across their body. The afflicted started to lose their humanity, and their minds quickly decayed, becoming the undead horrors which stalk Ethius, which is the original name for Tarnished Citadel, until the modern day. Those who survived the deformations lived in splintered societies. That might not be so true with the ones in Old Aquia. And there's sort of different. So the remaining Maledicti, who are these tiefling vampire people, are obsessed with the restoration of their arcane ability through this. And there's different thoughts of how to restore it. You would know that Aquia being smaller, that the ones on this island are the Impoetens. The destruction of Divinum raised humans and elves above the races of the Vale. The re-establishing of their arcane power and access to the Tarnished Citadel's last step in coming victory. So what you might get in relation to where these artifacts might be is that so the Magister's Tower, Old Aquia, didn't lock people out, so there is probably a few of them living in there. It would make sense that they would want to steal the artifacts because they feel like they're getting their magic back. But whoever cast this spell couldn't have been a Maledicti because they can't cast spells.
Oh, shit.
But you think it's someone based on all the black powder using, or they might have learned from these people.
Okay.
So you'd still think that maybe the Old Mage's Tower would be a very good place to check out. Also, with that information, you would know there are a lot of there's a big alchemy laboratory in that Mage's Tower, which might have potions that could help
Potion seller.
with other things like regeneration potions, very powerful things that you might not find in this part of the world. And you'd know, well, not from the books, but there might be little additions to the books saying things about Aquia, and that would be, and then other artifacts have gone missing and things like that. I mean, it's all very tenuous and maybe it's here, but everything would be pointing to that Old Mage's Tower in Aquia.
So, just clarify from
Yeah.
my confusedness. So the four, the devotee, the impotens, the commodity, is that a single person, or is this
no? So if I show you the big map,
yeah,
that's mostly referring to the Maledicti that live on this island here.
Right.
So this is a massive Mage's Tower, like the biggest one in the whole of the Imperium. And this place is basically a wasteland where some of the Maledicti live, and they have different schools of thought of how to get into this tower because they've been locked out of it.
Okay. So
But,
maledicted is a person.
They're
It's
groups of people, I think.
It's like a vampiric tiefling,
Okay.
basically.
So it's kind of like a race, but
Yeah, like they're like humans who were cursed, basically,
okay.
and are no longer magical. So, looking at this map, this is Old Aquia, and over here, which you'd also be able to find out from the book, is where the Mage's Tower is.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
So you'd have to get all the way over there. Yep.
Okay. It's not too far. Fly over there.
Yeah, well, there might be some other things that you'll find out. But yeah, but I will call it. You found out everything. So I'm going to call it there for today.